learning more about that bizarre situation that unfolded earlier this month in Los Angeles involving the wife of Weezer bassist Scott Schreiner, Jillian Lauren, who is an author. Now, this all got started as police in LA raced to the scene of a reported hit and run, with multiple suspects exiting the vehicle and running away on foot. Now, one of those suspects jumped over an embankment into a neighborhood and could be seen on newly released footage running through a neighbor's backyard that is adjacent to Jillian Lauren. As police closed in the midst of that search, they encountered Jillian Lauren in her backyard armed with a gun, and at the end of this situation, she was shot and charged with attempted murder. There's been a lot of questions about how this bizarre situation truly unfolded. Now we're learning a lot more with the footage, including body cam and surveillance footage nearby, being released showing the incident. A strange sequence of events unfolded earlier this month on April 8th as police raced to that scene of a hit and run and ended up in the Eagle Rock neighborhood in the backyard of the wife of Weezer bassist Scott Schreiner. Jillian Lauren is also a successful author in her own right, and in newly released footage, they show one of the suspects from that hit and run crawling through the backyard in that neighborhood very close to the home of Jillian Lauren. As police set up a perimeter in the neighborhood, there's video showing one of the neighbors yelling to police that they were in his backyard.
Hey, sir, he's in the backyard? Where is he at right now? In the other yard?
And as the search deepened, surveillance footage shows Jillian Lauren exiting her home armed with a gun.
While in the rear yard of that residence, the officer saw a woman in an adjacent rear yard armed with a handgun.
As she walks around her property back and forth with the gun in her hand, she eventually encounters police, who immediately notice the gun and begin repeatedly shouting at her to drop the weapon. The footage shows that moment.
Party's walking in the direction. Yeah. She's armed. Long gray shirt, black hair, black pants. She has a gun in her hand. Put the gun down! Yeah, she lets that gun. Man, put the gun down, okay?
And according to a report from the LA Times, in the midst of the chaos as police screamed to the woman to drop the weapon and a loud helicopter was above, Lauren can be seen wearing a purple Weezer t-shirt and black tights, walking around the yard with a black handgun, looking around as though she was on high alert. The report says officers on the other side of the fence can be heard yelling for her to drop her gun, although a helicopter hovering above may have prevented her from hearing them.
Help! We're trying to help you! Matt, put the gun down! Come on with your hands up! Drop the gun! You're gonna get shot! You're getting shot! It's the police!
Then, Lauren can be seen racking her gun, pointing it, and firing at officers. It's at this point that she was shot. Lauren can then be seen going into her home after being shot. A neighbor called 911, apparently at Lauren's request, according to the LA Times, to report she had been shot at by 3 men who were standing on the other side of her fence. He was in my yard, so that's where he shot her, the caller said. Lauren can be heard in the background of the call. I had my gun, and he said, "Put down that gun, put down that gun." I said, "Put down your gun." Oh, and then he shot me. Lauren is a best-selling author, gaining recognition for her memoir back in 2010 called Some Girls, and she also published a book in 2023 called Behold the Monster, Facing America's Most Prolific Serial Killer, based on her interviews with serial killer Samuel Little. Now, after that shooting, Lauren was taken to the hospital. She was later charged with attempted murder, and that case is ongoing. We'll let you know if we hear anything about this very troubling situation. That's your latest update here from Rockfeed. Be sure to subscribe and notifications on for the latest news and updates.